happened in the midnight hour. It's a terrible crash. There were, I think, 3 people in the car. 1 did not survive. Now, South 405, very across the valley floor, as you can imagine. It's staying heavy heading into the Sepulveda Pass. There were about 20 cars initially that pulled over on the northbound side of the 405 at Skirball. They got flat tires from something. I'm just warning you about that. They won't tell me what lanes particularly. I think it was in the couple left lanes. And I'm hoping that we'll get a sweeper train out there. I'm hoping that you can get through and be okay, but I just want to warn you of that. I want to get out to the 101 southbound. They've had that Highland closure. I'm going to ask Scotty at some point to break away from the Topanga situation and get over this Hollywood area, because South 101 at Highland is a private contractor, I believe. And I mean, now already I'm seeing a backup for about 5 miles on that southbound 101 because of that Highland off-ramp closure. Westbound side of the 105, west of the 110, we've had a crash in lanes. Westbound 105 at the 710, we've had a motorcycle. I'd like to say the backup on that West 105, you've got pockets flowing all the way back to the 605. Next traffic report is at 645 from the Puente Hill Sunday 24-hour traffic center.
Warming up a little more today. So 70s, 80s, 90s, that's the end of it though. For tomorrow we drop still plenty of 80s, but then headed down each day after that as we get into the weekend. Maybe even some rain this weekend. 64 downtown Santa Ana, 67 Santa Monica, 63.
It's 6:37. President Biden today said to be preparing to announce the release of more oil from the strategic reserve in an effort to lower gas prices leading up to the midterms. Analyst Tom Closa, we talked to him last hour. He's with the Oil Information Service and says it is really nothing much new here.
This is more ceremonial. They're really not changing policy. They're just stretching out the sales into December, but it's the same amount, 180 million barrels. Instead of 6 months, it's a little bit longer than that.
Closa says he thinks that local gas prices will keep declining from their record high, still significantly higher than the rest of the country, though. It has to do with refinery maintenance and things here on the West Coast. Closa says he believes we could see another $1 or more off the average price per gallon. This morning, the average in LA County is $5.99, under $6, and in Orange County, it's $5.85.
As long as there's a 5 on the sign, right, that starts it.
That's what we're
close to 6, but I see a 5 there. Yeah.
I'd like to see a 4 or 3.
Let's get some more windmills, maybe. The federal government moving forward with a plan to increase offshore wind energy for the state. Department of the Interior announcing energy lease in December for areas along the central coast and northern coast of California. Congressman Jared Huffman represents the area, says this is just the start.
Essentially involves a lot more wind power, but we're going to have to make transmission system upgrades in order to move that out around the state and around other parts of the Northwest.
So this sale, the first in the country to potential commercial floating offshore wind energy facilities, also critical to the Biden administration's efforts to increase the wind capacity. They want to do that by 2030.
Some repairs underway to fix an unstable slope. This is under the railroad tracks in San Clemente. They say it's going to take a while to finish, meaning the rail service in the area could be stopped through the end of the year or even into the new year. According to the LA Times, this affects Metrolink and Amtrak in Orange and San Diego counties. We've been talking about this. Repairs expected to be pricey at about $12 million.
Yes. I was on that thing to San Diego the week before they shut it down, and the snail's pace that we crawled to at this little junction where they're fixing it, because I mean the rocks, the ocean right there off to the side. So no way to get down to San Diego on Amtrak. Got to go up. You can go to Santa Barbara or slow, but not down. 6:39 national says from mid-May through September, 11 people in the U.S. were killed in crashes involving that were using the automated driving systems. 10 of these involves Teslas. It's unclear whether the tech was at fault or it was driver error. The 11th was a Ford pickup, 4 of them also involving motorcycles.
All right, Jen is looking at, she's been, again, a really busy morning here with this West 101 at Topanga. We've had lanes closed this morning because of a deadly crash. Still a big backup there, and she's looking into that. Also, the North 405 before the 101. There's nails on the road. Spilled load of nails. 20 people with flat tires. Hate that when that happens. She's going to tell you more coming up, so stay tuned. 641.
South LA, stand by. The voices you trust are on KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Every year, we say we'll wake up earlier, exercise more, really rest, and eat healthier. It's hard for us, but for dogs, not so much. Dogs are up at dawn, run for fun, sleep like champs, and they love eating fresh, healthy food every meal. Give your dog another healthy habit. Real, fresh food from the Farmer's Dog. Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/radio. We love lazy Sunday morning.
Fresh coffee.
I make the coffee.
When it was time to buy a new mattress, we wanted to choose from a big selection.
And we found it at Sleep World.
Now, Sunday mornings are more comfortable than ever.
Although, I still have to make the coffee.
Find your mattress story at Mancini's Sleep World and get a free adjustable base with select mattresses. Save big on our huge selection of Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Beauty Rest, and more. Come into any of our Bay Area stores or visit sleepworld.com.
Let's begin your reading. I sense you want out of a relationship.
Yes, with my big name wireless carrier. That's why I switched to Xfinity Mobile. They can even save you hundreds a year on your wireless bill.
I definitely foresaw all this.
Start seeing savings today. Switch to the fastest mobile service, Xfinity Mobile. Now with the best price on 2 lines of $30 a line per month. Xfinity Internet required. Price comparison for 2 unlimited lines under available 5-year pricing plans of top 3 carriers. Taxes and fees extra. Reduced speeds up to 20 gigabytes of usage per line. Comcast analysis of mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data from Google Speed Test Intelligence Q2 2022.
Make a difference as a nurse at Vitas Healthcare and earn a lump sum payout after your first year. With our new Difference Maker program, team members who care for patients at the bedside will be rewarded for their commitment with a lump sum 1-year anniversary. Eligible positions include RNs, admissions RNs, LPNs, LVNs, and team managers. To earn your lump sum payout after your first year, apply today at careers.vitas.com.
If you owe back taxes to the IRS, have unfiled returns, or are worried about an audit, the IRS is hiring 87,000 new agents to address these very issues. That means if you need to get your tax problems resolved, now is the time to get. I'm tax attorney Robert Goldstein, and my firm specializes in helping individuals and small businesses resolve their tax problems. We work to stop IRS and state seizures. We may be able to settle your tax debt for pennies on the dollar with an offer in compromise. We prepare your past due returns, even if you have no records, and you before the IRS and state in an audit. At the law offices of Robert Goldstein, the consultation is always free, and we have offices located throughout the Bay Area. To schedule your free consultation, call 1-888-TAX-EXIT. That's 888-TAXEXIT. 888-TAX-EXIT, and make us your last stop.
Stay connected anytime, anywhere.
Ask your smart speaker to play KNX.
If it matters to you.
It's on KNX News 97.1 FM.
644. I'm Mike Simpson.
And I'm Vicki Moore. Coming up on LA's Morning News.
There is a new poll just came out, shows Rick Caruso with a slight lead in the LA's mayor's race. We'll talk about it.
I'm Bloomberg Steve Motus. Netflix calms investors as subscriber growth returns. Your money at 650.
LA City leaders trying to calm protesters, and the council members talking today about, well, adding members.
645 now. Let's get to the roads. Traffic brought to you by Yamava Resort Casino at San Manuel. Jennifer York.
A lot going on. Let's go up to Scotty flying into Southern California today. Scotty.
Okay, we have this full closure. It was a deadly crash. Unfortunately, 101 westbound. They're taking you off the freeway right at Canoga here in the Woodland Hills area. Now that we're getting a little bit of light, I can see that they're using a Caltrans sweeper and sanding down a portion of the freeway here. And some of this equipment is actually moved out of the way. So I think there's light at the end of the tunnel here. Hopefully we'll get a lane or two up before too long. But as of right now, all lanes remain shut down. Backup starting at Topanga. Ventura Boulevard, portions of it aren't looking that great, and the point of entry here for the 101 westbound is going to be Valley Circle, so it's definitely jammed up over to that point on Ventura Boulevard. Maybe get up to Victory Boulevard to help you out. Surprisingly enough, I don't see any eastbound spectators slowing. It looks pretty good right now in Calabasas.
All right, Dan, the westbound on the 101 back up now all the way to Reseda. Scotty can't see that because he's over towards Woodland Hills more, so it's a nightmare drive west 101. You know, Scotty said it. I agree. Jump up to Victory, head west across the valley floor. It's always the best way to go. They don't let you park until 9 a.m. anyway on that street. So you've got multiple lanes to choose from for east and westbound travel for that matter. All right, northbound side of the 405. I got a call from a woman saying there's tons of cars that have gotten flat tires on the north 405 approaching the 101. Now, trying to get over to the right a little bit. So apparently, she said with a box of nails, there was something in lanes causing people to get flat tires. Over 20 cars, at least, with flat tires on the right shoulder. North 405, right around Skirball. Southbound 101, Highland off-ramp still shut down. Southbound 101 Lancashire, we got a 3-car crash in the middle of lanes there. Northbound side of the 710, north of Slauson, we've got a bunch of